What's up, everyone? Off the Cuff Reviews here. My name's Alex, and today we're doing another special video, so let's get into it. Okay, I heard the comments in my last video that I did for Ren. By the way, just disregard the loud banging sounds. They're doing literal demolition next door, and I don't want to just like keep putting off making content because they're doing stuff next door. Like, I'm sorry, I'll try to edit out what I can, but that's why there's loud banging sounds. Anyway, so I heard the comments in my last Ren video where I did Violet's Tale. I heard you guys say that this was a trilogy and that I should have done all three, especially because Violet's Tale is like the third one in the trilogy, and I kind of messed up the order there and just by jumping right into the last part. So I got the actual full video of all three of them together. I'm going to be reacting to the full trilogy today. Let's go. This is the first time I've ever actually reacted to a trilogy of songs in one video, so that's cool. That's a cool thing. I think that's a cool milestone. Also, yeah, check out my Patreon. It's only like $2 a month. It's very cheap. I have a bunch of different reactions up over there. Yeah, let's go. Also, be on the lookout for some more songs from me, like actual music from your boy. Anyway, let's go.
It was a quiet, dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City. Jenny walked alone, she was dragging her feet. She was heading back home to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, because she walked it about 1,000 times before she wanted to escape. Can you blame? Well, on the very same night, in a different place, there was this hooded young youth by the name of James. He was 14 years old and out of his brain. He'd been smoking ganja with the boys. James, he grew up to be a kid of the street. His mates called him Screech. He was quick on his feet. He was a liar, a thief. At 14 years old, the devil had set his sights on his soul. I
think it's cool that he's doing these like in one take.
She was right, it was like there was something in the air. A divine intervention telling her to beware. Maybe intuition bugging her and making her so scared. Sirens sound in the distance to the beat of Jenny's feet. A symphony of the night that echoes crime on London streets. Jenny turns a corner, their eyes they meet. Our poor girl Jenny, a boy named Screech. Give me all your money, bitch, give it to me. If you cooperate, then you'll soon be free. I want your purse, your phone, don't fucking look at me. I mean it, bitch, are you listening to me? Jenny freezes statue like a lady shakes stalactite. Feel like liquid nitrogen in the dark night. She tried to find strength to move, but stayed as still as a statue in high-heeled shoes. What the hell you playing at? You playing games with me? I swear to fucking God, I'll slice the rosy off your cheeks. You think I don't mean it, girl? You don't know me. The last thing you see will be a boy code. Screech reached with the sheath of the blade with the teeth that could bite through steel and slice concrete.
I like the way that he writes
with the devil in his
transitions in
chest and the statue she was turned to butter in her breath. It was a quiet, dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City. Jenny lay still on the cold concrete. She's found somewhere to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, 'cause she'd walked it about 1,000 times before. I guess that she escaped. It's such a shame.
It'd be nice to see like what kind of microphone that he used to like pick up this quality, like doing it live in one take. Yeah, I just love like the way that in this trilogy he's like setting up the guitar. And I feel like each part like really flows together, at least so far. I mean, I've heard Violet's Tale already.
Our story, it starts right at the end of the life of poor Jenny, clocked out like Big Ben. This Screech, dear boy, where did he go? He melted into the black night just like snow.
Right.
Patrick, man, let me in, please open the door. I think I fucked up, Patrick, really fucked up, man, I'm not sure. I got crazy, left this lady lying still on the floor. I think I killed her, Patrick, come on, man, I can't knock no more. But Screech kept on knocking till his knuckles became sore. But there's no sign of Patrick down at number 54. No refuge for our villain, for the bitter hands of fate. With something far more sinister in mind, it does away.
I can see why you guys wanted me to do all three of these, that's for sure. Because I feel like I'm missing like so much I was missing so much context for that.
Hey, babe, you in? No, nothing really, I'm just a bit tired, listen. Can I swing around yours for a few moments? I just really miss you, babe. What the fuck do you mean you're busy? You fucking bitch! For fuck's sakes! Siren sounds approaching like a banshee in the night. The shrill cry of justice cutting like the sharpest knife. But Screech was never one to run, not one to miss a fight. One hand upon his blade, he turned to face the blue lights. Come on then, you fucking cunts, let's fucking have you then. I am Screech, I'm the boss, I'm the ender of men. You think that uniform you're wearing means that you own these streets? These are my fucking streets, and they call me fucking Screech. Richard was an officer who stood at 6'3". Working London on the night shift, what he didn't think he'd see was a boy running at him like an animal possessed. With no time to hesitate, he fired 4 bullets at Screech's chest.
Oh, that was a cool effect with the video.
Story it ends right to the start.
I like don't want to
Young
interrupt.
Screech and poor Jenny lying 1 street apart. An officer shaken by the boy that he claimed. 2 bodies lay lifeless, and it's such a shame. It's such a shame.
I want to know like how they like got to do those 2 shots like in public like that without running into anybody, or unless they like closed off a set, but I don't think they did that. That's cool though. Yeah, I like these like intro guitar parts like that. I feel like they really connect all 3 of these songs together. And it shows like how talented he is, you know, especially with the guitar.
London city, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. Rhythmic beeps and bloodstained sheets, our lady weeps, she's tired and frail. To set the scene, we must rewind the hands of time for Violet's tale.
Like, that right there is like what I mean when I say I like the way he transitions. Like, I feel like that's a cool, like, cinematic way to do that, really. And I feel like I can tell how he...
Violet was a silent girl, grew up with violent stars.
I feel like watching this, I feel like I can...
Her father was a bastard. Every night
I don't want to
he
interrupt
took a
it.
tie, but never left the room. I'll spare you with the things he did, I'm sure her mother knew. Violet was a silent girl, she moved out at 16. A semi-detached council flat, paid for by a welfare scheme. Packing shelves at Tesco, stacking jars like pickled bricks. She met a boy named Stevie and he was a little prick. Violet was a silent girl and Violet she fell fast. See, Stevie was a wrong un, but he sure knew how to charm her. Every night he took her tie, but never left the room. History repeats itself, he'd paint her black and blue and dark.
I like how he's like walking through this building and like the reverb is changing based on what part of the building he's in. I think that's really cool. It's a nice touch, really. Obviously, like, it's literally like you're going in to different parts.
Why are you always so quiet? On her bedroom door and he's irate. He's been drinking and smoking, he's up late. And he stands by her bedside, she shakes, but her eyes stay shut. You fucking slut, I know you're up. And he pinches her eyelids and folds them up. Violet, why are you lying to me, Violet? She stays silent, things turn violent. That's the sound of his fists when they fall like a crashing pilot. Hit like hailstones, one to the collarbone, full force, full blown, blood splat, bone crack, knick knack, paddy whack, one to the jaw and the tooth spat, detached fist connects and disconnects a bone. A quick deflect to misdirect the blow, but nonetheless his punches met her throat. Such a mess, he's left her bruised and broke. Violet, why you always so silent, Violet? Why you such a little liar, Violet? Do you think I want to do this, Violet? In character, she stays silent. Well, say something, Violet. Silence. Fucking say something, Violet. Silence. Wait.
Right.
Say something, Violet. Not one word. She stays quiet.
And like that little transition going down was like a callback to the other one.
Far
where he
from
went
pretty,
up.
2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. The doctor, in a state of shock, saw something here so very wrong. See, Violet, she was pregnant. Poor Violet, she was 9 months gone. Turning to the doctor, Violet broke her silence and she cried, if I'm to die right here tonight, please let my baby stay alive. The doctor soon regained composure, called the surgeon to come in. As Violet's world turned to black, the curtains closed, the lights went dim. In London city, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington just lost the fight to stay alive. A tragedy or a miracle, it happened on these very streets.
I like this like green tone light that they have.
Aligned
Like
side
it's
by
on like one
side.
of the buildings. I think that's cool.
A girl named Jenny and a boy named Screech.
Right. Well, okay. I see what you guys mean. I definitely see what you guys mean about like not about me not actually reacting to the full trilogy because I didn't really get the full context of the song, I guess, or the songs. is this story for these songs, like, is this a real story that happened, or is this like just like kind of something that he wrote, just wanted to write about? I don't know. I would like to know. Maybe I can find some like behind the scenes or something of him talking about that, because that'd be cool. Maybe I'll react. If there is like a behind the scenes video, point me in the direction of it. I will definitely maybe check that out for the Patreon or something. I would love to learn more about this. But anyway, I love, like, just speaking on like the technicality of the actual music itself, I love how, like, when I think I said this the last time I did Violet's Tale, I talked about how like cinematic it was, and the cinematic parts are, I feel like where you can hear it the most is the transitions, especially like in the guitar, and how he was like going, you know, up a scale all the way up, and it was like, it felt like he was like transitioning into something else, and then he literally would go into like a different, you know, go back into the verse or go into the chorus or whatever, what have you. It's just, he has this really nice way of conveying emotion and stuff in a cinematic way, like through his music, and I really enjoy that. I feel like that's something that we don't really get a lot of nowadays, and it probably helps that like this song is so, the lyrical content is so deep and emotional, and I feel like with that, like if he kind of just like half-assed it, it wasn't gonna be, it probably wouldn't have hit as hard, or maybe wouldn't have come off as serious. But it's nice that he, you know, he's obviously just so talented that he's able to write like that. I feel like he's that's the sign of like a good producer and a good songwriter. Just being able to like convey emotion like that. I really like that. I really enjoyed this trilogy. I'm glad that I actually went back to watch the full trilogy, because now I have like the full context of what these songs even are, or what these songs were from the start to the end. Also, I think I kind of figured out what he was doing with because my dumb ass in the last video, I was like questioning like how he did this, or like maybe if he like recorded it previously and then like edited it. And that was just like a dumb take, because he clearly has he literally has a lav mic, a literal lav mic on his, like that's how he's recording the fucking vocals. I mean, there's probably some other things set up as well, but he had a lav mic on, and the guitar, it was an acoustic electric guitar, so you could see that he had like, you know, the cord plugged into the guitar, probably running it into a machine that was like a DI machine or something, and then going to the audio person, and then they probably just like mixed it all, obviously, and he just did it in one take. My dumbass, for some reason, I don't know why I said that in the last video. That's stupid. I now that I'm seeing this and I kind of saw the whole thing, obviously it's obvious. I don't know why I said that to begin with. But that's really cool. I love how he set this up. I love that he did one take for each song. And I love that he did this like in a public setting for the most part. I mean, Violet's Tale was like kind of like partly in a building, so they probably could have at least like rented that out or something, but then like going outside into the public space. And it's cool because you can tell that he definitely set this up, at least like put thought into it and scoped out the locations of where he was shooting, because like even down to like where the camera guy was going and circling him and backing up and filming him, and where he ended up, like especially in Violet's Tale where he ended up with like the greenish toned light that's hanging on the wall of like the building. Like it's just cool that he like picked that, because it's just, I feel like it just, you know, you just like end up at this place and the lights change. Like, I don't know, I like that. I feel like it's cool, like production technique. And yeah, I don't know, he obviously put a lot of work into this, and that's just the production side of things. That doesn't even take into account the actual lyrical and the actual songwriting that goes into this this trilogy here, and to line it all up and to add these like little pastiches of like transitions and different things that he's adding with the guitar, and just different ways that he was composing the song. Even if it was slightly different or different in one of the other songs, it's still like so cohesive and sounds so good all together. And you could tell like there was a lot of thought and a lot of work put into the actual songwriting, especially to convey the emotions that he wanted to convey here. And I thought that was just really good, really talented. And I don't know, I feel like I'm rambling right now because I just really liked that, and I didn't really get to talk through it. I didn't want to pause it because I felt like that might have been disrespectful to the video, to the actual song. And I also didn't want to, I kind of was trying to talk a little bit, but I didn't want to, I kept catching myself talking over it. I didn't want to talk over this because I feel like it's, there was like a lot of, you know, it's like a serious song trilogy. I didn't want to like, you know, mess with that. I felt like that would be a little bit disrespectful to him, to us, to me, myself, the listener, you know. It's better to just kind of take that story in all at once and then kind of gather my thoughts and then talk about it. But yeah, anyway, that is my review, my reaction to Ren's trilogy here for the Tale of Jenny and Screech and Violet's Tale. I'm glad that I finally did this full trilogy, and this is crazy that I'm even doing a trilogy. Like I said, this is not something I've done on my channel before, so maybe I'll find more song trilogies and I'll try to do that, and I'll try to incorporate that. But anyway, thank you for listening. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Stay safe, everyone. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it.
They call me a